Hi everyone and welcome back to Plan My Disney Holiday. Today's video is 5 attractions that I would like to see in a Disney park. The idea behind the video is to come up with 5 different attractions that people may enjoy based on films that aren't really represented in some of the parks. Number 5. Monsters Inc. Maze. So just like the Hedge Maze in Disneyland Paris, this will be based on the Pixar film Monsters Inc. Throughout the maze, I was thinking you can have different doors, and when you go through each door, the environment around you changes to take you to a new place from around the world. Just like what happens when the monsters go through the doors in the actual film. I think this will be a lot of fun and a unique twist on an already established attraction. There's nothing really like this in Walt Disney World, and I think it will fit in perfectly. Maybe around Toy Story Land and where they've currently got the meet and greet of the Incredibles characters. So that I think would look amazing. Number 4 is a Lilo and Stitch bike ride. Based on the scene where Stitch steals Lilo's bike in the film, Stitch goes round Hawaii looking for a way to get off the island. This could be a bit like the E.T. ride where E.T. is there in front of you. You could have Stitch, but instead of going flying, you're going around seeing the sights of Hawaii. This could be like a toned down version of Test Track where you're sort of bouncing around the road, have got sharp turns, but it doesn't go the high speeds that it does with Test Track, so therefore it can be for a smaller audience. Lilo and Stitch really doesn't have an attraction at Walt Disney World at the moment, and I think this will fit in perfectly because of the popularity of Lilo and Stitch. Number 3 is a Princess and the Frog boat ride where you are taking a tour around the New Orleans area. This could be led by Madame Odie, and the idea is that she's given a magic twist to it that you're seeing it from a frog's point of view. And I was thinking that, like all the other great attractions, you can start having the story being told while you're waiting to go on the attraction. So while you're lining up, the environment around you is getting bigger and bigger to give you the sense of that you are getting smaller and smaller. And then by the time you get on the boat and you're going around the New Orleans swamp, all the plant life and the animals that you are coming across are absolutely huge, and you're seeing it from a frog's point of view. You can meet different characters from the film, and you can also have the music, which is fantastic. When you leave the ride, you can have everything around you start to shrink down, and as you leave, you are going back to normal size. I think this will be a fun attraction. Princess and the Frog really doesn't have their own attraction in the Walt Disney World, so I think this will fit in absolutely perfectly, and it will give it a unique twist on the already established slow boat ride. The second attraction that I've thought of is what I'm calling the Incredibles Hero Academy, where during the queue you are getting explained that you've come to Hero Academy to see what is your powers and what you can be doing for the world. So while you're on the ride, you are getting tested and to see what powers you already have. So you can have like a test of strength, but the twist with this is that at the end you're going to test to see if you've got flight, but you won't, and you'll have a massive big drop. I think this will work perfectly with a log flume, like a Splash Mountain type of situation, where it's like build up and you know that you're going up, and they're like, right, let's see how brilliant you are at flying, but you just go over the edge and you come across a huge splash of water. And you can actually put that in as part of the attraction, where they're like, luckily we had that pool set up just in case you didn't fly, or something like that. Throughout the attraction, you can be doing different tests. So you could have like camera set up and you can turn invisible so that you can't see some people on the attraction. Maybe you could have a wall or doors really. And as you're going down, you can have a smaller drop. You go down and doors open and you smash through the doors to show how strong you are. I think this will be a great fun. It will fit in perfectly with all the other Pixar related attractions that are currently being developed, and I think this will be great fun. There is only really a couple of water rides with Splash Mountain and the Rapids, so I think that this will fit in perfectly in Walt Disney World. And my number one pitch for a new attraction at a Disney park is a Hercules roller coaster. The story behind it is that Hercules is fighting a Hydra and you have decided to go and help him fight this. But what ends up happening is that you've jumped on the back of a Hydra head and the head is trying to throw you off. That is why the track is representing. So you've got multiple tracks going round representing each of the Hydra head. That means that you can ride it more than once and you can choose which head you want to go on, and you could have a new experience each time. The queuing area could be you going through Phil's training, and there's lots of different things that you can be getting on with and have an interactive element, sort of a bit like Winnie the Pooh. I think that would be lots of fun. I think Hercules is not used enough in the Disney parks. I absolutely love it. I grew up with it. The music's amazing. The characters, I just love all of Hercules. And I think a Hydra creature roller coaster will work perfectly. You can even have a photo opportunity as you are leaving to have a Hydra creature been slain by Hercules just outside as you are leaving. So, those are my 5 ideas for attractions that they could put into a Disney park. Have you got any ideas that you'd like to share? Write them in the comments below. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and on Facebook to keep up to date with all my goings on. I hope you've liked the video and see you all real soon.